The scientific community is in splits with the new developments on the exoplanet Proxima B. Thanks to the James Webb Telescope, scientists have discovered artificial lights on Proxima B. Many concerns are raised with it, such as what these artificial lights are, what do they imply for humankind's future, what information about extraterrestrial life might they find, what effects do they have on the civilization we live in, and the most crucial question is, what or who may be responsible for them? Today we will unravel yet another mystery of the universe. Watch this video till the end to figure out the possible explanations for life on Proxima B. We also have some scenarios in which aliens could thrive on the exoplanet. The closest star to the Earth, other than the Sun, red dwarf star Proxima Centauri, is located a little over 4 light years from our solar system. This cold star in the Centaurus constellation is closer to the brighter pair of stars known as Alpha Centauri AB, but it is too faint to be viewed without a telescope. It is doubtful that Proxima B has seasons because of the planet's rotation, the star's high radiation, and the planet's formation history, which all contribute to its climate being very different from Earth's. This discovery will serve as the catalyst for numerous additional observations using both existing tools and the upcoming generation of enormous telescopes. Moreover, it is not confirmed if Proxima B has an atmosphere. The planet orbits its star once every 11 Earth days while being extremely close to it. Therefore, some scientists speculate that Proxima B's air may have been stripped away by radiation from Proxima Centauri, making it impossible for the exoplanet's surface to retain liquid water. We shall be able to comprehend what life is like on Proxima B as scientists continue to examine its system with new and improved equipment. And that equipment is the James Webb Space Telescope. First, the Hubble telescope was launched into space on April 24, 1990. The James Webb Telescope, NASA's successor to the renowned Hubble telescope, was launched on December 25, 2021, 31 years after the Hubble telescope, with a mission to study the first stars and look further back into the history of the universe than ever before. Among the challenging cosmic objects that the Webb can study are newborn protostars forming in the middle of a nebula with low-energy brown dwarfs. In this way, Webb will make visible a literally invisible universe of star and planet formation. Finally, infrared light can shed on various puzzles that date back to the early universe, including the earliest stars and galaxies that formed after the Big Bang. The main difference between them is the location of each satellite in space relative to Earth. The Hubble orbits the Earth at a distance of 354 miles. Yeah, it sounds unfathomable, but this is relatively closer to the Earth. Lagrange point 2, where Webb is now monitoring, is around 1 million miles away. It is not only the biggest, but also the most powerful telescope ever launched into orbit. The $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope will explore space to learn more about the universe's origins, from the Big Bang to the genesis of exoplanets and beyond. It is one of NASA's great observatories, a collection of enormous space telescopes that look far into space. It was never made to orbit the Earth, instead, the Sun. A significant disadvantage of an orbit this far away is that it will be irreparable if any damage comes to the telescope. At least Hubble has a few crewed missions once in a blue moon to check on it. The James Webb Telescope is on its own. But what makes the James Webb Telescope unlike any other? Here's something you couldn't have guessed. The James Webb Space Telescope is named after James Webb. He was the second administrator of NASA. This telescope is the largest and most powerful ever built. The mirror on Hubble is 8 feet wide, whereas the mirror on the James Webb Telescope is a whopping 21 feet wide. It also allows the latter to have a much larger viewing field. Another key advantage of the telescope is that it can see multiple infrared wavelengths and UV spectrums. Simply put, it can see through dust clouds. Many people may view the James Webb Telescope as a replacement for the Hubble, but that's not true. It is simply improving upon data collected by Hubble over 3 decades of orbiting the Earth. You may have guessed that the James Webb Space Telescope is uniquely suited to look for life on other planets beyond our solar system, because of its orbit around the Sun instead of the Earth. And what luck! The telescope has hit the jackpot with Proxima B. The telescope is powered by 18 massive gold-coated mirrors that reflect infrared rays. It has captured images far beyond our imagination. Proxima B a potentially habitable exoplanet that orbits the star Proxima Centauri, is the center of discussions on the future of humanity. Scientists have found strange lights emanating from the dark side of Proxima B, a side that never sees the face of its star. The lights are unlike anything we have seen before. Some scientists theorize that the lights could result from a natural phenomenon. After all, the Earth has quite a few examples of the same, but most agree they do not seem to have any natural source. They speculate that an intelligent alien life civilization causes the lights, but simply hypothesizing isn't enough. A tremendous amount of research is required to prove this statement. We also shouldn't just shun the idea that they are natural, like the aurora borealis, but they could also be alien life satellites or rocket launchers. Whatever the case, these lights have stirred up new hope for discoveries beyond our solar system. Finally, Guillem Anglada Esquede, the Spanish astronomer who led the team that discovered Proxima B, said, "Many exoplanets have been discovered, and many more will be. But for all of us, finding the nearest probable Earth analog and finding it was the achievement of a lifetime." The finding is the result of the stories and efforts of numerous people. The outcome also serves as a monument to each of them. The next step is to look for life on Proxima B, a mind-boggling hypothesis. How life could sustain on Proxima B. The lights are mysterious, emanating from a side that never faces the light. Proxima B is in a tidal lock with Proxima Centauri. Just like our moon, it does not rotate around an axis. As a result, only one side of the planet is exposed to the scorching heat and light. The chances of life on the brighter side go down due to the solar radiation it receives. But we cannot comment on what lies on the darker side. As mentioned earlier, we aren't even sure if there is an atmosphere in Proxima B, but the planet lies in a location that could support life, according to scientists. So if an atmosphere exists, an extraterrestrial species may be present and thrive on the dark side, a life form that has adapted itself to the darkness. We know a lot of nocturnal species and creatures on Earth that prefer darkness. But if these aliens are brilliant and technologically advanced, then there could be another way for them to survive on Proxima B. On Proxima B, a technological civilization might choose to move heat and power from the hot, bright day side to the chilly, dark night. The day side may be covered in solar cells that produce electricity from starlight to achieve this. For instance, future telescopes may be able to identify solar panels covering a significant portion of the day side based on the spectral edge they display in their starlight reflectance. If future observatories picked up the signal, we would also be able to celebrate the tremendous demand for bright lights during birthday celebrations on Proxima B's night side. What are your views on these theories? Does the possibility of alien life fascinate you as much as it does us? Let us know in the comments below.